Welcome to AI Briefs. This is episode 124. I'm Amin.
And I'm Leah.
Today we're diving into some pretty significant AI developments.
We got a lot to cover.
Yeah, we'll look at xAI's, massive funding target.
And Google's making moves with Gmail updates, Gemini included.
Plus, Liquid AI has an interesting, efficient model for, your phone.
And then there's a whole bunch of other AI and science news. Some slightly weird, some really cool.
Look, a new color,
catchable.
holograms, music from brain cells. It's quite a mix.
Gladiator evidence, too, and faster memory tech.
Right. And we'll finish up with some trending AI productivity tools you might find useful.
Okay, so xAI first. Reports are saying they're chasing, what was it, $20 billion?
$20 billion, yeah. That's huge. You'd be the second biggest private raise ever, right? Only OpenAI has pulled in more in one go.
So what's the cash for? Seems like a lot.
Well, two main things, apparently. First, handling the debt from X, formerly Twitter. Reports mention something like $200 million a month.
Oof, okay. And the second thing?
That's maybe the more exciting part for AI expanding their Colossus supercomputer. They're talking about scaling up to 100,000 NVIDIA GPUs.
Wow, 100,000. That's serious compute power for training models.
Exactly. And they're not standing still with their models either. They're working on Grok 3, Grok Studio, clearly aiming to compete hard with OpenAI and Google.
It just shows how intense the AI race is getting. That kind of investment is, staggering.
It really is. And it fits Musk's whole strategy, doesn't it? Integrating AI across X, Tesla, SpaceX. He sees it everywhere.
Definitely. Okay, shifting over to Google then, Gmail updates.
Yeah, for both Android and iOS, one of the big things is Gemini AI, helping workspace users generate images right inside Gmail.
So you can just type what you want and pop an AI image into your email.
Kind of, yeah. Makes creating visuals pretty seamless within your workflow.
And design-wise, anything new?
On iOS? Yes. They've got the Material Design 3 look now, so pill-shaped buttons, rounded search bar, making it look more like the Android and web versions, more consistent.
Okay, what about Android tablets? Anything specific there?
Yeah, some better layout options. You can resize the panes when you're holding it sideways, or just switch to a single pane view, more flexible for different screen sizes.
Makes sense. Any other little bits?
One for iOS calendar users, you can now create and edit birthday events in the app, which was apparently Android only before.
Catching up. So overall, Google's pushing for better usability and more AI baked right in.
Seems like it. Better function, smoother experience, AI helping out with productivity. That looks like the plan.
All right, next up is Liquid AI. This is that MIT spin-out, right?
That's the one. They've announced something called Hyena Edge. It's a language model built specifically for, devices that don't have tons of power, like smartphones.
And how does it work? What makes it efficient?
It uses a convolution-based multi-hybrid architecture. The key thing is they've swapped out a lot of the computationally heavy attention mechanisms.
Like the grouped query attention or GQA.
Exactly. They're using something called gated convolutions instead, based on their earlier Hyena models. Less demanding on the hardware.
And they didn't just design this by hand, did they? They used some kind of automated process.
Right. Their STAR framework. It uses evolutionary algorithms. Think of it like AI survival of the fittest to find the best model structure for specific hardware limitations.
Okay, cool concept. But does it actually perform well?
The numbers look pretty good. On a Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra, they found it was up to 30% faster for prefill and decoding compared to a similar Transformer Plus model.
And it used less memory, too.
Yep. Lower memory footprint as well. Plus, it apparently holds its own on standard benchmarks like Wikitext and Lambda after training on 100 billion tokens.
And they plan to open source it.
That's what they say, which could be a really big deal for getting more powerful AI onto everyday devices without draining your battery or needing the cloud constantly.
Definitely something to watch. Bringing advanced AI to the edge is super important.
Okay, let's switch gears a bit. We've got a collection of other interesting bits from AI and science, kind of a rapid-fire round.
Let's do it. What's this about a new color?
Yeah, so some researchers claim they've found one called OLO. They use a device called Oz with a laser to stimulate the retina directly. People describe it as a blue-green of unprecedented saturation.
Unprecedented saturation. Is everyone convinced?
Well, no. There's definitely some skepticism about whether it's truly a new color perception or just a very intense version of something we can already see. Still debated.
Interesting. What's next? Touchable holograms. Sounds like Star Wars.
Maybe getting closer. It's called Flexivol. Uses elastic diffuser tech so you can actually physically interact with the 3D holographic image, poke it, shape it.
Wow, okay. That could change how we interact with digital stuff quite a bit.
Definitely. Then there's this art installation. It's using brain organoids.
Brain organoids, like mini brains in a dish.
Sort of, yeah. Grown from blood cells of the late composer Alvin Lucier. These organoids generate electrical signals.
And they turn that into music.
That's the idea. The signals trigger musical sounds.
Yeah.
It raises some pretty deep questions about creativity, consciousness, even artistic immortality.
That's fascinatingly strange. Okay, moving from the philosophical to the historical. Gladiators.
Right. An 1,800-year-old gladiator skeleton was analyzed. They found these depressions in the pelvis that they think might be from a big cat bite.
Like a lion or tiger in the arena.
Potentially. If true, it'd be the first actual physical evidence of those human-animal combats we read about in Roman times, not just drawings or descriptions.
Wow, actual bone evidence. Okay, one more. Faster memory.
Yeah, Chinese scientists have developed something called PodX. They're claiming it's 10,000 times faster than current memory tech.
10,000 times out.
It supposedly combines the speed of RAM with the non-volatile storage of flash memory. So super fast, and it remembers stuff when the power's off.
That would be a game changer for AI hardware, wouldn't it? Tackling that memory bottleneck.
Absolutely. And potentially a big step for China's chip technology ambitions.
Okay, quite a tour there. Should we quickly run through those trending AI tools?
Let's do it. Just a quick mention of each. First, N8N.
That's for AI workflow automation code or no-code options.
It Felix.
AI and blockchain on WhatsApp for U.S. money transfers.
Hawk.
Explainable AI for things like anti-money laundering, KYC, fraud detection.
Mailgo.
AI for sales teams, lead finding, smart scheduling, pre-warmed accounts.
Scrimba.
Interactive coding tutorials, full stack with AI feedback.
Extrovert.
AI tool for tracking and engaging with customer posts online.
And finally, Omakase.ai.
That's a voice AI sales agent for websites.
Okay, that wraps up our deep dive for this episode. Quite a lot happening.
It never stops, does it? We hope you found this useful. Please do follow and share AI Brief if you want to keep up with everything happening in AI.
Thanks so much for tuning in and exploring all this with us today.